Hi, I will be showing you a quick demo on how to use nCastFusion. nCastFusion is a simple and yet functional digital signage you can use to create professional-looking screens. On the nCastFusion Builder interface, you will notice several menu tabs on the top. These tabs represent a module or task which allows you to build up your digital signage screen. Let us start with the first tag, Media Library. It allows me to create folders and add digital media or website URL to the media library. You can create and rename the folders so that it is easy for you to manage. In this case, I will be creating the folder, Images. You can then browse and add media files to this folder. Simply just find the media files you want to add to the media library and click on Add. You can add images, videos and flash animations. In this demonstration, I will add video files as well. You can choose the media file types to help you filter the files available on the folder. Next, I will move on to the next tab menu, Player Designer. The Player Designer allows you to determine your screen size and lay out the various display components available. On the left panel, you will see the various display components that are available to let you construct your digital signage screen. Simply just select, drag and drop the components to the screen. Once you have laid out the position of the display component, you can then customize some of its attributes. In this case, I am working on the date and time component. I can change the background color, font size and type or even the date and time format. I will now add a ticker text component to my signage design. The ticker text component will allow me to later add scrolling text messages to my digital signage screen. Likewise, I can change the attributes of the display components by selecting on the available choices. Next, I am adding the logo banner component to my design. I can then later add JPEGs banners and run them like a slideshow. Right-click on the logo banner component and select Background Media to add the image banner files. You can also set the banner slide durations. The Scheduled Media component is a placeholder which you can schedule the playlist later. You may also key in the dimension of the placeholder by the pixels. Or you may drag the handlers to your desired size. Our first demonstration template is about done. Next, you can save this template. Click on File and Save. You may create as many templates as you want. To open the template, click on File, select Open and choose the template you wish to open for editing. Next, you will have to export this layout to a player. Click on File and select Export. Select the player you wish to export to. The player is a Windows client that is connected to the digital signage network. We will now move on to scheduling. Click on the Scheduling Media tab. Recall that earlier we have imported some media files. These files are available on the right panel. You can expand the folders to see the media files. Next, after you have created your playlist, you can save them. Click on File and Save. Give your playlist a name. Next, click on Schedules. The calendar view will allow you to place your playlist on a timeline. Click File and select New. This allows you to create a new schedule. Select the playlist you want, drag and drop them on the calendar. You can add multiple playlists on a timeline. Next, you will need to choose a default playlist, so that the blank slots will not be empty. Using the Previous and Next button, you can select future dates for your scheduling. You may also copy and paste a block to be copied to other timelines. Once you are done with the schedule, you may save it. Click on File and select Save. Give your schedule a name. Next, select Assign and Upload. You can then select the schedule to be assigned to a particular player or a cluster of players. Simply drag and drop the schedule on the left panel to the selected player. Click on Upload and the contents with the schedule instructions will be passed to the player. Click on Network. In this interface you will see the player status. For the demonstration, I am using the player that resides on this computer. It can also be a remote player on a network. I will start the player to emulate a remote player. I will also define which player I want this to be. In this case, will be P1. Once the player is defined and activated, it will receive instructions from the builder. It will then repurpose itself to my templates and content schedules. Depending on the media size, the player will then download media from the builder. On the builder, under Player Details, you can see that Player 1 is online and receiving the media files and instructions. You can also administrate the ticker text which you want to scroll. Once done, you can click on Apply and the instructions will be passed to a queue. Time settings allow you to set the shutdown time of the player. Under Upload Status, you can check if your instructions are sent to the player. Let us take a look at our first digital signage. And that is it. Simple and easy to use. nCastFusion is a product by nCastFusion Singapore.